Hey everybody, Mark the Movie Man here for the final cut, and welcome once again. We're going to take a look at an animated film, another family film, Mr. Peabody and Sherman. I finally got around to see that during one of the $5 Tuesdays we had here in Wisconsin, and I wanted to bring it to you sooner, but of course the cold kind of kept me away for a while. But we get the story with Mr. Peabody and Sherman, where Mr. Peabody is a dog, a genius dog, can talk, can invent things like time machines and other things. He's really a brilliant dog. And he manages to adopt a boy named Sherman, who he's raised like a father to a son, even though he's a dog. And well, after an incident happens at school, that relationship gets put into jeopardy as they question Mr. Peabody of being a fit father, even though he's a genius talking dog. Well, things go awry. Sherman ends up having a classmate with him. He gets into the time machine and ends up messing some things up. And it's up to Mr. Peabody to try to clean up the mess that Sherman has gotten his classmate into in history, as well as try to convince the social worker that he is a decent father and he deserves or has earned the right to be a father to Sherman. I really liked this film. One of the things I liked is the fact that it's a father-son relationship cartoon, which you don't get a lot of, but you've got more of recently. And I really like that, exploring the father-son relationship. Maybe because it is, I'm a dad myself, but I really liked that. You know, you saw it in Real Steel, you saw it in the Lego movie. Definitely like when they do that, because I think that's a subject where you can do a lot of touching things that touch all the family members, you know, pull at your heartstrings a little, and they do that here in Mr. Peabody and Sherman. Don't get me wrong, it's also a lot of fun. It's not too heavy, but there are some moments in there that really made me, you know, connect with Mr. Peabody. It sounds kind of weird, but it did, you know, in that father-son relationship. So I really liked that angle that they took with it. Also, I just loved the animation in this film. The animation I thought was decent. You know, it didn't look bad at all. Looked really good CGI in here, and the voice acting was great. You got Ty Burrell in here, who does a great Mr. Peabody voice. Loved his Mr. Peabody. Now we've seen Ty Burrell in The Muppets Most Wanted, and you get to hear his voice in here, along with Max Charles, who plays Sherman. Now Max Charles was actually in Spider-Man 2, but his voice to Sherman and Mr. Peabody, there's some great chemistry there. I know it was just voice acting, but still, you really had some good dialogue there, and they really were great. You also get some cameo voices in here, including Stephen Colbert and Leslie Mann in here, which were fun. And of course, it's animated film, so Patrick Warburton's almost a must in any animated film. And of course, his voice and his character is hilarious as one of the guys hiding in the Troy, the horse, the Trojan horse. I like the fact that they explored a lot of the historical events in, you know, so give you a little bit of history lesson with a bit of an animated twist and a little bit of craziness going on. But still, I liked how they went to actual historical points, real historical events, and played it up a bit and gave it the comical animated aspect, but still was a lot of fun. And that had the feel of the original traditional Mr. Peabody and Sherman cartoons that showed during the Rocky and Bullwinkle cartoon show. So I really liked that. It had the feel of the classic with a modern update with a little more meat to it than we've gotten in the past. They got to explore the character and the relationship between Mr. Peabody and Sherman. Everybody does well. The script is fun. It's family friendly. There are some jokes in here that adults will catch that'll go over the kids' heads, and the kids will love all the crazy adventures. It's a fun adventure film. If you enjoyed Adventures of Tintin, you'll like this. Not quite as mature in some subjects that Adventures of Tintin did as this, but this was a really fun adventure film, is what it is, along the Indiana Jones realm. Again, not as mature, but had that vibe, that feel, that good old energy of a adventure film, and that's what I really enjoyed about it as well. As you can tell, I enjoyed this film overall. I thought the animation was decent, voice acting was great, the story was better than expected, and in the end, I came out of the film feeling good that I didn't waste my money, and my boys really enjoyed it as well. So I had to give this one 4 stubs as well. An entertaining film for the whole entire family. It's a family-safe film that I think you can take the whole family to and not worry about any questionable content in there, and just have fun. If anything, take them at least to the matinee. It's worth that price, if not full price, depending on how many kids you might have. So check out Mr. Peabody and Sherman if it's still in theaters. Worth your time and money, to be sure. And yeah, let's hope that it doesn't fade into history like some other animated films out there, because it deserves a lot of attention and deserves to be watched by family members of all ages. And that'll about do it for us here at The Final Cut. Till next time, folks, keep that ticket stub.